Hi guys, Bomber here. Welcome back to the channel, and today will be the second episode of the campaign series. Today we'll be playing the second chapter while also obtaining the bonus battle. So, the deck we'll be using, since the bonus battle requirement is to not play any ally, the only obvious choice will be a Bounty LISTRATA. And so for that reason, the Bounty LISTRATA, we already know this deck pretty well, but we changed it a little bit since we can't run militia and that stuff. So the main focus of the deck is to start off by getting a bunch of food, thanks to Spice Route entering company, then convert that food into gold, thanks to Merchant Guild, and we can also grab it faster thanks to the loans. And then we have two synods to just help us restock the stuff we need. And when we have that much economy thanks to the Merchant Guild, we'll be having so much gold, that we can afford to buy all the stuff we will be restocking thanks to the synod. And that would increase our deck size, and so we have more chances to redraw the cards we need. And then we also have Sibylline Scroll for that, to just in the early game search for the Merchant Guild so that we can stabilize our economy the faster way possible. And then our win condition obviously is Bounty. And we run only one copies because we have two copies of Synod, and so those would help us restock the card we need, like Bounty. So, in the first battle we are up against Daru, which as you can see can use both cards from Vespitole and Metris, and actually this opponent got weaker after the last balance update, because as you can see he's running Stolen Plants and I think also Informant, and both cards, the Stolen Plants itself and the Informant, restock cards that were nerfed, and so for that reason the opponent is weaker than before. But as our deck goes, we will be starting off by getting a bunch of food thanks to the Spice Route, since this was the card, the food production card that was in our starting bank. And then we can also go for a trade company with the help of the loan, so that we can really grow our food production. Then we just need a Merchant Guild, and in fact we did restock it. And the combo is pretty much done at this point. We just need to get a bunch more gold so that we can afford the Merchant Guild. And then we can also play the Synod to help us restock the Bounty, which is the last piece of our combo. Right now we can go for a Merchant Guild, so we'll go for that. And also grab a Synod so that we can restock a bunch more stuff. And also we did redraw the Merchant Guild, which is very lucky. And right now I will not buy another Merchant Guild, even if I could, because I really want to just grab the Bounty so that I can end the game. And right now, for that same reason, we'll go for another Synod. And I'll go for a Merchant Guild this time, because we'll be restocking 3 cards, and so we'll have a full bank anyway. And I could obviously not play it another time, because that increases even more the chances to redraw a Bounty, but that's fine. Right now we see that our opponent is not being pretty aggressive, and so we can chill out a bit. And right now, since I really want the Bounty, I'll just play another Merchant Guild to actually have lethal, and then just see if we can redraw the Bounty. And we did not, but that's fine. We'll wait another turn and play a bunch of Synods so that we can cycle through all our bank and hopefully redraw a Bounty. Let's see. And we still did not draw it, so we'll just wait another turn. And in the meantime, just heal a little bit, because we already have the gold we need to kill our opponent, and we just want to be safe to not risk to be put on lethal range. So we'll pass. And we still did not redraw the Bounty. That's unfortunate. We just play another Synod to even more increase our chances to draw it. We just play the coins, but at this point we just don't even need it. And there it is, finally, the Bounty. And so that's GG. GG. So, in the second match we are still up against Daru. We see that he has a little bit of a different deck, and Wagon Bomb will be the the hardest thing to counter, because once he will set up it will be pretty much lethal. And as you can see, another time this opponent got really weaker, because as you can see he's running Burglary, and it was really much nerfed, and this card is pretty much dead at this point. But let's not talk about the balance changes and go for our deck. And as always, we'll just start off by playing a bunch of food production cards. And right now, since we want to, once we hit our combo, we are winning, and so we just want to reach our combo, and so we'll slow down the game by killing the militia, and so not getting more attacks than we want. So right now I'll go for a trade company to even more increase our food production, and at this point we are done with our food production, and we just need the merchant guild. And every time I say it, the cards just restocks, so that's fine. And also we drawn the sibling scroll into our bank, and that's a very nice card, because once we hit our merchant guild, we can try to redraw the merchant guild and actually go for the bounty faster. And right now, since I can't afford the merchant guild, I'll play the sibling scroll now, so that I can redraw hopefully some stuff and get even more food, so that when we will be getting the merchant guild, hopefully if we restock a loan, we'll be gaining back hopefully the merchant guild and just go for the lethal that turn we do it. So right now we finally redrawn the loan, so that we can go for the merchant guild and try to redraw it thanks to the Sibelis scroll, and we did, and so that's actually GG. So, in the last match, we are up against Regent Ashkar, also the last match without the bonus battle, and as we have seen, this opponent already was present in the campaign, the bonus battle of the first chapter, and as always, this opponent is really aggressive if he just restocks a militia, and so we need to be even faster than we ever did. So for that reason, we'll go for an early loan, so that we can go up in gold and hopefully grab everything we restock from now. For the same reason, we'll go for another loan, so that we have the gold we need to gain the merchant guild. We'll just wait to get it, because we can do it next turn also, but we'll be having much more food. Only one, but that's good enough. So, I'll change my plan to just get the trade company, since luckily enough he did restock in our bank, because we need a much larger food production until we can go for the merchant guild. But right now, since we can right now play the merchant guild, I'll go for it, because I'm confident that I will redraw it. And in fact, I did. So, I'll play the merchant guild and also the trade company. So we also did redraw the merchant guild, and right now we were really lucky, because we can gain another merchant guild, and we have also the bounty in our bank. So no need to play the synod. We just need to redraw the merchant guilds in our deck, and we did. And so I think that right now it will be lethal. Let's see, not yet, or is it? 39 minus 7 is 32, so no, still not lethal. So we'll just redraw something from our deck, and also hopefully redraw a merchant guild, but we did not, and so we'll just heal a bit, just to be safe that our opponent will not kill us next turn, and then wait for us to redraw the merchant guild. So right now I'll play the loan, and first of all buy the cards into your deck bank, sorry, so that you can increase your chances for all the other redraws you do next turn. So still not lethal, we just need to wait. We just need to redraw the merchant guild to go for the lethal. And here we go, so that's actually lethal, so GG. We are pretty lucky, but that's how Vespitoli works, so no need to complain. So GG, and we'll be going in the bonus battle. As you can see, the bonus battle requirement is not all displayed. So as you can see, our opponent is Theodox, and as you can see, this deck is really fast, and so we need to be really fast, more than him. And so we'll just start by getting a bunch of food production cards, and we unluckily did not restock any of them. So the sabotage and the arson will cripple a bit of our economy, and so that's a really troublesome card. But right now we just need to be really lucky, and so we go for a loan and hopefully redraw another loan into our bank so that we can go for a merchant guild, and also hopefully restock a bunch of food production cards so that we can go for the merchant guild and also heal up if we need to. And you see that right now our opponent is not going for the arson, and I don't get why he's not doing it. If the wishing coin did proc, it will be pretty nice, but we did not. So right now we are just one turn away from him killing us. So we'll just go for a merchant guild and also a trade company, and then heal up a little bit, because if not we are dead. Let's see, I think it will be enough. If it does proc this and restock a sabotage, it will be lethal, so we'll heal up another time. So we are safe, but next turn we'll be dying, and so we luckily enough redraw a merchant guild, and so that's very lucky. We'll go also for a spice road. We also redraw a loan so that we can grab another merchant guild. So right now you see that we was very lucky, but that's how the bonus battle, this bonus battle is, because our opponent is really aggressive, and so we need to get those lucky draws and stuff to win the game. So right now the arson and the mayhem and the waylay, he can't play all of them. He can play the mayhem and the waylay, so it will be 7 damage, so we need to go for 8. If he does also proc the wishing coin, it will be 9, so at 9 we are safe. So let's see if I miscounted. So we are still safe. We just need to gain a bunch of food, so we'll go for a spice road and hopefully redraw a merchant guild. And we did not, but that's fine, we can't always go for it. So right now the sabotage will deal 1 damage and also the waylay. But we are still at 1. If the wishing coin or the bantling crown procs, so we need 2 more health. And I don't think that the arson, if he plays the arson, he will just cripple our economy, so that's fine. I think we are still safe. So, as you can see, this battle is really just counting up all the possible lethals he can do to you. So right now we'll go for another merchant guild so that we can recover from this situation. We'll also grab another one so that we can hopefully redraw some more of them. We are redrawing not the merchant guild but a bunch of food production cards, so that's also fine. Right now we just need to, if the game goes long enough, the Vespitole will win against Ametris. So we just need to just not die fast, and then the game is won by itself. So we go for another loan, and also those cards just help us increase our deck side so that we can redraw more cards, so generate more food, and also redraw more consistently the merchant guild so that we can draw even more stuff from our bank, and continue doing so. And as you can see, this is the power of the Vespitole. The more the game goes on, the best the Vespitole gets. So right now we just need to not die, as always. And you see that all those loans got us into negative. If the wishing coin did proc, that will be really nice, but we did not. Right now I'll just heal a little bit, just to be safe, even if our opponent can kill us. So right now, when all those loans will expire, we'll be pretty safe and recover from that situation. So right now I'll just heal to be away from his lethal range. So he did went for a barrel rope bomb, and I don't think that's a really nice move, because if he had put pressure on us with the arson and the waylay, it will be a much more threatening move in my opinion, but that's good for us. But this return timer is really a timer for us, because when it will expire we'll be dead, and so for that reason we need to to recover fast from this situation, and right now I'll go for a Sibylline Scroll to hopefully redraw a Merchant Guild or some stuff, and we did not. So right now we'll just continue increasing our deck size and redraw hopefully some food production cards. And as you can see right now we did recover a bit from this situation. We'll also gain a Merchant Guild to put another Synod into play, so that we can increase even more our deck size next turn. And as you can see right now we did add some lucky draws so that we can recover really well from this situation. And I will not heal so much because we are just away from his lethal range, and we just need to go for the Merchant Guild right now because we can kill him since we did redraw the bounty. And I think we can win right now. We just need to be lucky to redraw some Merchant Guilds. So Sibylline Scroll really helps, but we did not redraw the Merchant Guild. Now we did. We are really, and we did another time. So as you can see, right now it's lethal, and it was a really tough matchup. But in the end, this deck can definitely win against the Theodox. We just need to be a little bit lucky, and the game will be for ours. So GG. So, as you can see, this deck can definitely beat the second chapter with the bonus battle, and it's really a budget deck because it only runs 2 Scarces, which are the Sibylline Scroll and Synod, the 2 copies of it. So it's not the best budget deck, but it's definitely not full of rares, and so that's also a pretty viable deck. So that's it for this video. Hope you liked it and find it useful. Be sure to leave down below a comment to let me know what you want to see in the next videos, and as always, see ya!